Hello, everybody. Welcome to our team webcast. It's exciting to do it this way, isn't it?
I love it.
Absolutely.
Hey. Yeah, and we're setting up topics for each of these weeks, and we're really wanting to see, get ready for the momentum of what's coming up into the United States. And we're excited about the momentum coming up because we know that the United States will be the #1 country, right, guys?
Right. I agree.
And and today's topic is going to be about setting goals and hitting goals. And a lot of you have started up in this business because you do have some great dreams and goals. And we've done a webcast recently about setting dreams and making your dreams and dreaming big. But now it's about let's hit those goals, right? We want to make sure we hit the goals that we set. And if you listen to our founders, they talk about making, yearly goals, making quarterly goals, making goals from event to event, and then making monthly goals and weekly goals. And we just finished an awesome month. Congratulations out there. Woohoo!
Yeah.
And I'd like to start here because a lot of us have been, you set a goal for a month or you've got something going on. And the first person that I'm going to bring on here is Vicki Orvik. Vicki, you just hit the title of Platinum.
No, executive.
I mean, it's executive. Yeah, Terry's Platinum. Who's coming on? You just hit executive. just today.
Vicki.
Correct, Vicki?
Yes, we did just today.
No, congratulations to you. No,
Thank you.
You guys actually started this month over in Norway because you went to leader school. Now,
We did.
Can you tell us, did that have anything to do with you guys setting and hitting some goals?
It did. I think it helped me. I never wrote my goals down very often, and I started writing down my goals. And I just read today that people that write their goals are 2 times more successful. And I think that helped. But we were also gone for the first 2 weeks. We were in Norway with Mark's family on a family reunion and had a wonderful time and came home to a house full of guests from Virginia, Mark's family. So we haven't had a lot of time, but we made it to executive. I have to thank our upline and our downline because they've all been working really hard.
And it is a team effort. Wouldn't you say that actually it is a team effort? You go in there though and you set some goals and you find out what did you need, and then you made a plan for that and make a plan that you really wanted to hit, correct?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I wish Mark was here to elaborate too, but I know he wrote a message out there too today.
Yes.
So yeah, it's very exciting, and it's really exciting with going into the event next week and Dr. Paul coming on Wednesday.
All righty. Well, congratulations to you. I'm very proud of you guys. And I know actually, Arlo, you actually have been working with some people in your team and setting goals. And it's important to work with the team too. Correct, Arlo?
Oh, absolutely. What we really did, especially like in Mark and Vicki's case, is we looked at where their credits were at and what we needed to do. And we kept looking at it, a week over week over week, because we knew we wanted to get them to executive. So we looked at what their customer count was and what their credits were, and they had a little bit of when we've been in the business long enough, we have some banking going on, or some of us do. So we looked at what the banking was and how much we needed on the other side, and we concentrated on working on that other side, and that's what did it. So we can look at all of our team's credits by simply looking on the partner details. I don't know if a lot of people know that on the call or not, but you click on their name in the binary tree viewer, and you can actually see the partner details. You see where the credits are at, things like that. So it's very easy to figure out where people are at that are really out there trying to move, and they got the meetings and things like that. So it's very cool.
And that's what's really exciting about this. I think, that's kind of what's fun for all of us, is to really see that it's all about the teamwork and building up each person in your team and helping them hit the next level. And that actually makes a big difference for the entire team. Correct, Arlo?
That's right. That's right. We start with the ones that are new, and we want to make sure they get to the 30-day goal and 60-day goals. Well, of course, that's going to help everybody get to their goals. So we really want to concentrate on working with those new partners. And then we look, we look at the other people on the same team and see, okay, now that we've done this, we've helped these people get, smart bronze, fast silver. Who else did that help along the way? Then we look at what they got going on, and it's a snowball effect all the way up. It's like the upside down snowball. The snowball's running uphill. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, and it makes it a lot of fun because, this business is about helping either people getting healthy or helping people build a business by getting people healthy. So it's a lot of fun when you realize that you're helping your teammates reach their goals. And, Zig Ziglar says, as many, you can have anything you want in this world if you help enough other people hit the goals that they want. So it really works out. Now, the next person I'm going to have on here is actually the person who hit the platinum, what I had said before. She has been working really hard, and actually this gal started the business here. Terry, I think you started in March?
Yes.
The end of March, right around the beginning of April. And congratulations, you hit platinum!
It was so exciting today. It was exciting. Jen and I were on the edge of our seats with this and making sure everything was right, and she was calling me and I was calling her. I Facebooked Arlo, I Facebooked you. We wanted, it was at such a level of excitement that there was no way I was not going to make it today.
I'm so proud of you. You did a great job, and it was a teamwork. I know it is. But, tell us, Terry, I know last month you got quite close.
Yes, I was. I was so close last month. I was in a position where I could not do anything. I actually had everything in place so I could reach platinum, and then I had a couple of obstacles on the way. But you know what? I didn't let that stop me. I didn't let that stop me. I knew that this month that there was no way that I was not going to meet my goal of being platinum. So I took some great advice. I wrote that goal down. I put it down that this month I want to be platinum. And then I went back through my Express Start and I read it again. And then I went through all of my other notes that I've had, all the mini partner meetings I've sat through with Jen, with Amber, all of my upline. I went through those notes and I took those notes and I used them. And I used them so that way I would be able to help my downline reach their goals. Just like Arlo said, it's that upside down snowball. And in doing that, I met my goals, but I also had several other downline meet theirs, which was the phenomenal snowball.
Mm-hmm.
So this month, I did it. I was going to reach the goal, and I did it.
I was going to say, I love what Terry just said, because by her reaching platinum, she was helping one of her other partners reach silver so they could get to the silver and up training. So by doing that, she was able to get to platinum. So it just goes to show how it really is all a team effort, and we all help each other.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And once you realize what your goal is, when you really write it down, you focus on it, and you look at that goal, and you know that goal is reachable and it's obtainable because it's all set before us. Everything is right there that we need to reach our goals. We have our upline, we have our downline, we have our cross line. I mean, I even Facebook Arlo. I said, Arlo, got a question for you. And that is the whole beauty of this goal reaching, is that I don't do this alone. I have a tremendous support. I have great help, and their excitement gets me excited, and I get my downline excited, and then we reach our goals.
I was going to ask you, Terry, because we have discussed that we have a lot of people in the team that many times say, this is what I want to do. You know,
Right.
I want to do this and I want to do that. And they maybe even write down their goals. But, you know, there's a difference of, you know, saying what you want to do and then making that plan. And a lot of people make that plan. How many meetings and things like that? Did you look at how many meetings you're gonna be setting?
Well, I did. I looked at, the goal that I wanted to reach was platinum, and I knew that I needed to have, so many meetings. And in those meetings, I knew that I needed to reach so many partners and so many customers. And by actually setting that down and reaching those, I mean, it's a great little checklist. Need 5 partners? Check, 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 check. Got it. Need the customers. Oh, gotta have 5. Guess what? Went through my list of names once again, and I got 5 customers. So it is very important that we do not just write down our goals, but how do we get to those goals? Because when you have a plan and you make a commitment to that plan, you can actually focus on how to get that plan in place. And that's what it really took for me this month, was to be committed, be focused, and accountability.
Oh, I think Carla muted herself.
Uh-oh. I have no Carla. Carla.
Okay, I was
There we go.
talking.
There we go.
Glad you could
There
say.
we go.
Yeah, because I was so excited about what Terry's saying, I forgot I had done that. But I love that, Terry. You said, you know what you want to do, so you make a plan so that you can focus on that plan.
Right.
And then you said
Right.
one more thing, Terry. It was something
accountability.
like, I need to take
You
notes of
need
what Terry's
to have
saying.
commitment. Yeah, you need to have commitment. Once you make that goal, you need to be committed to it. And when you're committed to something, that's your plan. That's your path that you want to go when you're committed to something. And then you want to focus on it. And when you focus, that's when you use your time wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Really use your time wisely. We all are busy. We're busy schedules. We have busy lives. We have busy this, busy that, traveling, children, whatever. But you know what? That's your time buster. Find your time to focus on your commitment. And then the last thing that I always look at is my accountability. And the accountability is me. I'm only accountable to myself. And when I want to reach a goal, then I myself needs to focus. I need to remember my commitment, and then I reach my goal. And I didn't do it alone. I had a fabulous upline that helped me. And that's the same thing with my downline. I reiterate to them all the time that I'm here, we're a team, let's work together. And it's exciting when you meet your goals.
Woohoo! It is really exciting, and
It's exciting.
and that's actually what we wanted to set as our focus for today, is that if you have the things that you want to do, don't just want to do them. Make sure you make that plan. So like Terry said, you almost make a checklist. You use your upline to set some of those goals with you, of saying, well, if you want to do this is what you need to do. And then commit to it. If you're committed to do that amount of meetings, to get those amount of partners, to do what you want, that makes a difference. I know it's going to make a difference. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I actually want to go to Jen, because Jen, you've actually also been working really hard on getting some goals also.
I do. I have a goal of reaching T750 by the event, and I too have been working very hard. I've been working a lot with my customer list right now. We are our main focus. We are a customer-based company, so I'm trying really hard, and I have checklist as well set up as to how many customer meetings I have this upcoming week. I also have some new partners that just got started, and so we have their customer meetings set up as well. So hopefully I will be standing up on stage with T750 this weekend.
and just for people to understand that is the total amount of customer and partners in your total business. And that also gives extra bonuses too. You get you get some bonuses for that too, some extra cash bonus.
Some extra cash bonus, so that doesn't hurt either.
Always good with some extra cash. So that, and that, you know, your T balance, that customer and partner T balance, that is actually what you can really count on your residual income. So you really want to work at checking out how to do that. And if you need to know exactly what your customer balance is, you can look into your back office and see what it says, total customers in your team. So, or ask your upline. I'm sure that they can help you with that too. Another thing is there's extra things you can always be working on. Another thing that I know that Jen's also working on is everybody has the possibility of getting on the director trip.
Director trip.
Yeah, and I know that you've been working on that too.
I've been working on that very hard because this past month were the triple director trip points. I'm pretty close. Is it okay to say where I'm at with it? I'm so excited.
You can say that, let everybody know. And I think it's exciting for people to hear that we're getting there, you know?
I'm at 82 points, so I'm almost there. Woohoo! I will be there. I will be setting up now for this next month. I'm hoping at the end of August. That is my goal, to have reached it by the end of the month. So beginning with my upline to make a checklist of what I need to do to make sure that I can be there. So,
yay. And I know that one of the things is you have quite a few uplines that are already made it. So you had said it actually earlier this year. You wanted to make sure you made it.
Well, and I was the only diamond this last director trip that wasn't there. So I decided that I was going to be there, and that was my goal back in March when you guys were all there. I knew that I was going to be there, and it's been a process, but I've been checking things off and I've been getting there. So kind of like what we were talking about with the goals, it's not necessarily about, long-term goals and short-term goals and making a checklist. You need to get to this goal to get here, and then go a little bit further, and you keep adding to it. So yeah. Awesome.
And, I think everybody needs to realize that those trips that people can go on, it's 100 points of director trip points you need to get to. So, some of you say, well, then there's no way I can get on there this year. But, you can work and get, set some goals for August and September and October, because, from the platinum and up, you start getting director trip points for that, and from A-team. So set every month to get those goals. So from now till then, that way you've got a whole year to be working on it. And again, setting your goal so that, just like Terry said, you've got this checklist. Got it. And that's how you're going to get your goal. We want more people on. Actually, Arlo is just, Arlo, are you rounding that 100 points now? I think actually it's just.
Yeah, I am. It's like, it's at 98.
Ooh, yay!
My customers aren't counting yet, so we'll see what shakes out here in the next day or so.
Yeah, I know. It's like, okay, another. We're getting there. And actually, that's kind of fun too, because I know Christy, Diamond Christy Van Camp hit it. So congratulations to Christy! Yay! And so there's a lot of things that you can set as some goals. And actually, I'm going to just share my screen, because there's a couple things on here that I'd like you to see here. Let me just find, everybody's in my screen here, so I need to get okay, hang on. How do I get out of that first? Okay, just a second. I'm sorry about that. I need to exit the full screen and then share screen. So we're going to just do it one more time here. And that way it worked out. It should be. Okay, got it. So what I wanted to share, sorry about those, is about when you're setting goals. We have an exact goal sheet also that you can use, and you can get this from your upline Diamond. They all have that. Because when you're setting a monthly goal, now we just had an amazing finish of the month. So if you want to set your next goal, it could be a title goal. But, sometimes when you hit a title, you don't need to hit the next title the next month. Some people have hit titles. We had somebody in Denmark that went from bronze to diamond this month, just this month. Yeah, I was like, okay, I don't think I've met that partner. It wasn't in my team, but it was a Danish partner. And they said the same thing. They were saying, okay, we set the goal. But you might set your goal, and everybody can go at the pace they want to go at. That's what you need to realize, is it's your pace. So you could use the title one, like Terry said, I was going to get platinum this month. Vicki and Mark, they were going to get executive this month. So you can set a title goal, but sometimes it might be a credit goal. Now that Terry's hit platinum, that is a 6,000 credit goal. Maybe her goal will be 8,000 credits. You just want to have progress, so it's up to you. You could also say how many active personal customers. Everybody should be working at getting up to 25. Set that date. When do you want to do it? So you just finished out the month of August, so you could put that in the current status. What about August? What about September? That way you're working maybe towards, event to event. And you might also have, how about your T balance? Like Jen, that's one of her goals. How many people in the T balance? I know Arlo, we'll talk to him in a minute. He works on sponsored partners too. And so you can work on that. You could also put in how many meetings you're going to have per week, or how many people you're going to have at your team with your team to the event, because that's also a way of saying, your team is as big as the amount of people at the event. So those are some goals, and to set up those goals, and when you're writing them down, that's how you're going to make sure you're hitting them. And if you haven't read the book, Jeff Olson's book called Slight Edge, I highly, highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite books. Arlo, could you tell a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just about doing little things now that get you moving in the right direction. So little things now might not seem like a lot, but you stretch that out 10 years from now, and it's a big deal. So as people are building, especially this business, they might not see a rapid growth or rapid income right away, but it's the little things that we're doing that's getting us, to that upswing, and then all of a sudden we hit that curve. Mm-hmm. It just all of a sudden, bang, and then you're like, wow, I didn't realize that was going to happen so quickly. Well, it's all the work you've done prior to that made it happen so fast. So that's really the slight edge theory, just doing the things right consistently and continuously.
And if you listen to Bill Gates, he says most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, and they underestimate what they can do in 10 years, because this is a long-term business. It is not a get-rich-quick plan, but if you keep at it and keep doing the work, you will get there. So actually make a plan to do that, and work at getting those goals. So I think that's kind of an important thing to look at, is the long-term goals of what you really want to do in the business over long term.
Right. And I know my goal is my goal is personally sponsoring 2 partners a month and then 3 new customers a month. So long term, that helps everybody on the team, but it ends up being a big business, downrange. So it's simple as that, and I follow the 4-4-2 plan in the Express Start. 4 meetings, 4 follow-ups, and 2 startup meetings. And if you follow that as well, it'll get you to where you need to be.
Awesome. And right now, if you think about that, you're going to be building up to the event. So whatever you're doing this week is going to make a huge difference, because we've got an event coming up, guys, right?
Yes.
Woo! I'm excited about it. I'm excited. Carla, that what Arlo was just talking about is so amazing, because when you review your business, you can revise and grow. Because when you look at where your business is at, you review it, and your upline helps you take a look at it and shows you exactly where you are. That is a wonderful review, and you can learn so much from each other at that point, and then you can revise, and then you move forward, and that's when you grow.
And it's so much about, exactly, your business is growing as fast as you are growing. So if you really want to have a big business, then you need to grow. And how better to learn than from the founders of the company who are coming to Minnesota? So, you want to make sure that if you haven't made your decision of coming to the event, there isn't any decision to make. You need to be, if you want to build a big business, it's kind of like, if you wanted to be a professional golfer and Tiger Woods was coming in to give a personal training, wouldn't that make sense to be there for that? The same thing. We want to have a big Encino business. We need to follow those who are doing it. The best of the best are coming in. We also want to point out that Dr. Paul Clayton is coming to Minnesota here this upcoming week. So you have 2 opportunities to see him, and you can actually bring people to that. Some people have been saying, do they need to be partners there? Actually, that's why we're doing those meetings. He's not going to be doing the same presentations at our event because he's going to go in depth about training us and telling us also about the new product coming. You want to be there for that? Not going to say more. But for that meeting, he's going to be on Wednesday. He's going to be down at the Cambria Suites in Maple Grove at 7 o'clock, and he's going to be up at the Arrowwood in Brainerd Baxter area at 7 o'clock on Thursday. So this is a place that, you know, so many people want to get information about how are these products so much better than everything else. Why is balance so important? Who better than Dr. Paul to be telling about that? So make sure that you invite people. And I just want to remind people that, you know, on our Facebook pages, make sure you're letting the people know about how many people you're bringing. Because I've heard people, I've got 10 people coming. Okay, well, that would be good to know on those pages saying I'm bringing 10 guests, because we're going to be setting up chairs and we need to know about how many people are going to be there. So please do that at those for those events. So you've got time for that. And then the regular or our event, which every partner should be to. We've got people flying in from many different states and other countries that are coming in to come to the event. So Saturday and Sunday. But remember, if you're silver and up, you want to be there at 10 o'clock on Saturday. Otherwise, everybody else will be starting at 1 o'clock. But if you're silver and up, get there early because there's a special training just for you. And everybody can still hit that. And then Friday, there is the diamond training at 4 o'clock. And there is the executive training at 7 o'clock. And make sure that you've registered for that. And our new executives, you guys could be there too. Exciting.
Yay.
So I think if we really work at setting goals and hitting goals, because if Encino USA is going to be the #1 country in all of Encino, we know it's going to happen, right, guys?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, we do.
We are on our way.
And actually, with the new things that they're launching at the event, the new product, the new kits, all the new stuff, you can buy it there at a special price, so you don't want to miss anything, as long as supplies last, that is. You know, there's so much going on right now that Orion was telling me yesterday. He says, Carla, tell those Americans they got to buckle up, because this is going fast.
That's so exciting.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
So we are excited about Encino in the future and where we're going with this. So if you've got great goals, make sure you write them down, make a checklist, and let's hit those goals, guys.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Let's hit those goals. And
ask for help.
and you
for
can
help.
hit whatever your goals you have. So set, you know, dream big, guys, and set those goals. And we're starting the month of August. So what do you want to do in August? Usually every month we have an event is some of our record-breaking months. So set your goals high, but start now and start working from week to week. Because if you're starting earlier in the week, you don't have to worry about things at the very last of the month and trying to hit certain things. Work throughout the whole month, and it's going to be #1, guys. So this upcoming time, this is a great time to set some high goals for you. Are we ready for it, guys?
Yes.
We are.
Have a great Sunday, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.